about your childhood. I mean, you grew up in Iran during a tumultuous time,
The revolution, yeah.
the revolution in Iran, and you also had some personal childhood experiences that you're very candid about as a child, things that most people don't have to go through, and you
Right.
kind of downplay it. You say people have had it worse, but you had a pretty rough childhood with sexual assault as a child.
Yeah, I did, and at the time it was it was just something that was in some ways blocked out. That in some ways I didn't really put a lot of thought into it, and but obviously it was doing damage. It was doing internal damage, and never really confronting it or never really talking about it. And it was very important for me to write about it, especially being a man. Especially being a man, I think it was something that I think most men, especially Iranians and
Right.
and a father of 3 girls, would have a hard time wanting to talk about. But it was really important for me to be able to talk about it and not necessarily downplay it. I wasn't trying to downplay it. I was just trying to say it is part of what it is. It doesn't need to be the most enormous, life-ending, traumatic experience that I can't function for the rest of my life. It's just part of who I am. I'm not embarrassed, and I think a lot of people are embarrassed. And,
Right.
and at this point, there was nothing that I was embarrassed, because it was the most important thing to me was truth and everything being real.
Well, you say